Welcome to the Golden Feather. Grab a pint, a plate, pick your seats. Your hosts, Vertek and Chibi, are back from their latest adventure.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Golden Feather. Today we have episode 120 on the 22nd of April 2022. That's a lot of twos in there. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess a couple zeros. And a pair of zeros, two of them. You know, 120, 20, 20. Yeah, see? Huh? Anywho, today's episode is titled, Have We Got a Spell for You? Because we have with us EliasMurialis. Does it not sound like a Harry Potter spell to you?
Oh boy. Good.
How are you, by the way?
Oh, I'm good. You know, been back into the gaming, everything, and trying to get started on the VTube grind and stuff.
Getcha.
Man,
it is a grind.
Everybody's forsaking. Yeah. I was gonna say, everybody's forsaking, quote unquote, skin tubing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I need to get me a hot tub background.
There you go.
Oh God.
There you go.
I was telling. No.
You knew where I was going, didn't you?
Yep.
So I'm gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna change the background one of these days, and we're gonna go to a different room in the tavern, and we're gonna do a hot spring tubing.
We go.
A hot spring stream. Yeah, hot spring stream.
That sounds steamy.
Yeah. Right out back, we got the hot spring out there. We got it. Oh dear Lord Karthos. Oh man. Killing me. Go Karthos Ranger. Happy 4th birthday, by the way. You're 4, yay.
Did you like my I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4.
I love it. I love that song. It's so terrible and so great all at once. Oh my. So
podcast updates? If that's okay? I'll cut in here.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
So we have been chatting quite a bit this week with Miss Mother Salem, and she has blocked out a lot of our emotes that we're preparing. So we have our raid emote pretty much ready. We've got what else? I'm just scrolling through over here. The heart emote. We've got the flying by with the fire behind it emote. We've got a shield emote coming for you guys. TGFT emotes, and more that you'll have to wait and see. But the important part is they're in the works, and they will soon be on a Twitch channel near you.
Soon, a TM.
TM.
TGFT. But yeah, they're looking good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So Elias, tell us and tell everybody watching, who are you? Who are you anyway? Who is this Elias person? What do you do? What brought you to Ashes?
Yeah.
Well, I came in to the Ashes community probably around early 2018, late 2017. It was after the Kickstarter. But just basically tired of, per se, for lack of better words, getting shafted by almost every MMO out there, and just looking for something new and revolutionary, and just
I dig it.
That's fair. Okay, well,
So many questions. We're stomping all over each other with questions. You see this? We're eager. We want to know
excited.
about it. Oh, go for it. You.
I was gonna say, what are you looking forward to the most in terms of next week's live stream.
Well, I'm looking forward to something. I'm not going to get it. I would love to see something
fair.
Tolnar related.
Okay. Are you planning on playing a Tolnar?
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be right there along Nodes 3, and it's going to be released around Beta 3.
Yeah, probably.
Tolnar and Nodes
Nodes.
3 released in Beta 3 stage.
We don't talk about nodes.
Send
We don't talk
notes.
about that. That doesn't exist. Team Tolnar, yep.
Yep.
So yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead.
Oh. Okay. So what's got you hooked on Tolnar?
I've always played races that are like the concept of human races in MMOs is like, it blows my mind how anybody can play that. Like, why go from being a human to playing a human in a video game? It's supposed to be a
Right.
fantasy video game.
Right.
It's gold.
Sorry.
By the way, we don't talk
Bruno.
about new nodes. No. That's fantastic. And a first-time chat too, so I can already
Yeah,
tell we're
that
gonna get along
was-
with this person.
Good first impression there, friend. Really enjoyed it. Also, welcome in, and yes, we do have non-existent ear Catboy.
Yeah, that Cassania and Chad is the wife, and I didn't get around to putting ears on my model. She did,
Aww.
but I'm not a cat boy
Damn.
anymore. I'm a bunny boy. So the shirt says
Yeah.
bad bun.
Bad bud bun. Nice. Where are the
Nice.
bunny ears then?
I forgot. I forgot the bunny ears at home.
Just
So-
forgetting all the things.
The dog
So
ate
is
my
it,
bunny ears.
Tolnar with bunny ears or Riot? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know about all that. The bunny ears were more because I'm a Vieira and 14.
That's fair. That's fair.
So then tell me, do you already have plans for how you're gonna style your Tolnar?
I want to go like, I don't know, like if maybe like partial scales, part like fur, like, you know, sort of like a chimera sort of thing, you know?
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a
that'd be really
hodgepodge
cool.
kind of combination rather than one continuous.
Cloven hooves, horns, maybe some scaled forearms, you know?
Frog.
Maybe you could get Mother Salem to draw your character idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Just don't make it ugly or scary.
Well, you have to live
Hey,
with that on a daily basis. I don't know why you're worried about that.
Oh, but self-own.
Ouch. Ouch.
My favorite type of humor. It's my favorite type of humor.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna say Bahusafu. Yeah, we'll totally circle back to that. That sounds like it'll fit right in with some of our topics we want to bring up and chat about. So I will definitely be marking that question. And we will cover that here in just a few moments. But first, we usually introduce our guest and kind of let you get to know them as a person, because typically they tend to be content creators and you only get to see the content side of their views. Ah, yes. First time I got it right. I love it. It's going to be a good day.
You're reading from the teleprompter again, aren't you?
I'm writing the teleprompter at this moment while I read
Okay.
it.
first
Still
time got what right.
Yeah, ganking will happen. It's a thing, for serious.
I'm like, I come from different games than like a lot of people. I think my like definition of ganking is actually quite a bit different than other people's definition of ganking. Like it seems like the general public's definition of ganking is just like sneaking up and unsuspectingly killing somebody. The games I come from, ganking is like a whole party just ganking one person.
Yeah, I've heard it in both. I know either way the outcome is that the person who gets ganked has no chance of survival.
No chance.
It's not like, oh, we have equal gear and they've seen me in the PvP arena and we're of equal skill level. No, that's not ganking. That's surprise PvP. That's what
just,
that is.
Yeah, that's just like 1v1, you know.
Yeah.
Vertek, can you check Discord, please?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you plan to make content with Ashes of Creation in terms of like YouTube or other things?
Probably, most likely.
Okay, so what would your main focus be? Just so that people who are, checking you out would kind of know what to keep an eye out for.
Probably a lot of PvP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pro PvP over here.
Yeah, I like to kill things that can normally fight back unless they're stun locked.
Okay, gotcha. That's fair. So you're just gonna be challenging everybody in your chat into a fight, yeah?
Yeah, probably, most likely.
Probably.
It's content.
All right, guys, line up. Time for me
Force him into PvP.
Come take on the champ.
That's quite the opposite of what typically has to happen.
Naked dueling. I'm okay with this.
Oh jeez.
Question is, will we have pudding in Ashes of Creation?
Oh, I mean, we're gonna have making stuff in kitchens and ovens, right? So I don't see why not.
Yeah, maybe.
Get it, kitty, get it.
Sorry. I was updating this stuff. Anybody, there's the guest socials.
Yeah. Who's a fool?
Oh no, I have been doxxed.
Fantastic work.
Goodness.
You have. So, I guess, out of curiosity, what do you think is going to be or what is actually, because it's not what you think, it's your opinion already, but what's your opinion on the biggest selling point of AOC to you? And why?
Well, I played Arcade. And Steven played Arcade.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the PvP in Arcade. Steven liked the PvP in Arcade. So there's going to be a lot of similarities, I believe. And from everything we know so far, it looks to be the case. And yeah, PvP, everything, all the way. My answer to most questions will be, I'm just going to kill people.
That's funny. I'm just imagining a conference between all the developers and them trying to put down, okay, so we're here at the whiteboard, let's put down some ideas on what we want PvP to look like. And Steven just walks up, grabs a marker, just writes Arcade, circle, and sits down.
Yep.
It's like the with the video of them coming in with the trench coat, the white trench coat, lab coat thing, and
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I find that funny. PvP, all arrows pointing to PvP.
All roads lead to PvP, and actually, that's the for real thing in Ashes. Like all roads lead to PvP. Everything's gonna lead to PvP.
Pin that, because that would make a great topic, podcast episode title at some point. We haven't used that yet. Okay, so they want to know, Elias, if you will attempt to reserve the name Thunderhawk.
Thunder something, but I don't know if we'll go with Hawk. We might have to rearrange some. No, probably. I'm not. Probably more of a Raven kind of guy.
Okay.
Thunder Talons?
Thunder Talon.
I don't know about that. I'm not what you would call electric.
Oh, okay. Dark Talon. There you go.
Ground type Pokemon. Got it. Alrighty. So before we dig into, for one, answering both Bahusafu's question as well as some other topics we had, did you have anything in mind that you thought of to be especially interesting lately that you'd like to bring up, Elias?
I mean, other than the character creator just looking spectacular from a first pass standpoint, like after watching the character creator video, I went straight to Black Desert character creation videos, and there's just so many similarities.
There are. I think they took it at least a step further with the blend part of things. At a minimum.
Yes.
I also like right now what they're hovering over it. You can see the different areas of the body light up to show you like.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a BDO thing. I've seen that in other games though. They just weren't as popular and mainstream known. But
yeah.
It's one of those things. Like somebody hits on a really good idea and then everybody uses it.
Yeah, as a first pass, it's mind blowing that they can do that in such a small amount of time. It's gonna be crazy what they come out with.
Yeah, Ksenia, definitely a Control Z on there for sure.
That emote is terrifying. I don't like it.
That is a cursed emote.
It's very cursed.
Moggers. Oh, Lord. That's just interesting, I will say. Interesting.
Of course, it's an Asmon emote.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, I guess... Oh, did you have something?
I was going to say, what is one feature from one of the other races we've seen so far that you're hoping Tolnar will have access to? In terms of, like, bodybuilding.
I haven't seen anything other than like the body stature on the first orcs they revealed.
That's fair.
Like I don't know. The reason I want to be the race mixed with all the races is because I don't particularly like any one race.
Okay.
Yeah, when you can't choose one, choose them all.
Or none of them at the same time.
A combination blended like that, technically it is all and none all at the same time. Yeah. Right?
I'm gonna be a mutt.
I'm a mutt.
Heinz 57.
That's your end game name. I'm a mutt.
I'm being a guild named Mutt Gang.
There you go. That's all Tolnar.
The Pound.
The Pound.
ASPCA.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. And I don't know how. I went to scroll up through the chat and I just saw Cash Chris's statement. I'm going to make a Dragon Boy and then put on a fire skin that's in the 1K summer pack and tell everybody I set myself on fire.
Oh, boy.
Flaming Dragon in town.
Dragon Boy that doesn't know how to control his own breath.
I've heard of the Human Torch, but I've never heard of the Dragon Torch.
Right.
The Dragon Torch. Why does that sound like an epic weapon?
It really does.
The
just
Dragon Torch.
Like a dragon head torch that just blows flames.
Heck yeah.
It's actually a good question.
I could be like an amazing wand.
Ooh, yeah.
That is a good question.
Human with huge long arms down past the knees, perfect. What?
I had considered that. I do plan to start in the under realm. I always thought that'd be pretty cool.
Does it? Yeah. Wait, can you choose to start in the underrealm versus like a gateway?
Well,
I think Tolnar is the only one that has that option.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. I mean, that makes sense.
Because if you, well, I don't know if it's such a good thing because didn't Steven say there'd be like a fog like that would, or a poison that would prevent people from going into the underrealm right away?
Yeah, at least certain parts of it. There were in the alphas.
This is until we got the OP armor.
Yeah, we may or may not have cheesed our way through.
Did they clarify that there could be underrealm metropolises or not?
I mean, I think there should be an underrealm. They have the whole bioluminescent metropolis, right? That's underrealm.
Yeah, I don't know if they've really gone into detail on that stuff.
Because if they do allow the underrealm to have a metropolis, wouldn't that be kind of unfair, considering they're going to somewhat semi-gateway most races from getting into the underrealm, while all these Tolnars can start in the underrealm and build up that node like really, really fast.
Well, that being said, does that mean that the Tolnar are like immune to that?
Yeah, maybe we're stuck down there. Who knows?
You know, I'm going to use this chance to look up the ashesofcreation.wiki and see what they have recorded about starting areas.
As Cassandra says, it could be a delayed node or something.
Okay, so the wiki here says that the Tolnar have a starting area without a divine gateway. They have the option of starting at any of the gateways as the other races. Now, below that it says each race has its own starting area, but they may choose to start at any gateway. So therefore, it sounds like, whoa, Redbird.
Hello.
My goodness.
Hello.
Hi. Jeepers.
Hello, Raiders. Sorry,
I remember Redbird.
I was caught super unawares for a second, and I was just staring because I was confused.
Welcome back. Long time no see, friend. How have things been? How was your stream? I hope it went well.
Yeah. Welcome in, readers, to the Golden Feather Tavern. We are a podcast show on Ashes of Creation, where we like to interview guests and talk about their favorite things that they're looking forward to in Ashes, the type of content they're planning on making, and their opinions on the community topics. So yeah, good. How's show going? Show's going. We hanging, we enjoying, right?
We chilling,
waiting for that alpha too.
Kind of just getting started for the most part. Everybody kind of missed us introducing the guest, and we were just about to start really moving into the hard-hitting questions. What's going on in the community, what people are talking about. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like for starting areas, looks like at least the way they have it spelled out is that each race can choose a starting area at any gateway, regardless of their choice of race, but the Tolnar have a starting area without a gateway.
Which means all the other races cannot go there.
Because it doesn't have a gateway coming from the other world, is what it sounds like.
I could see that being potentially unfair.
Yeah.
In theory. But then again, there's only so many starting areas, and there's going to be every player filtering through 5 areas in total.
Yeah, but if you think of the sheer scale of the map, and if you look at the map, they've already designated where the divine gateways are. I mean, it could take people like.
No, Tolnar are technically the Forsaken.
Have you ever seen that show, The 100?
To her what the Tolnar really are yet.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how to say that.
Have you ever seen the show the 100? Because they're basically like the grounders there. They're like nuclear apocalypse happened, and they're just what's left behind and what survived somehow.
Okay, imagine there being elves, dwarves, humans, and every other base race in there, and then huge calamity happens. They got to go to another world, and some get left behind. And apparently the ones that got left behind, they ended up cross-mingling with lower races, and it's a large diverse gene pool in the Tolnar world.
Ah, okay. Cassania. Yeah, you're basically abandoned. That's actually a topic that I wanted to get Elias's opinion on. Remember what we were talking about last time? The what religion the Tolnar might have, because they're technically forsaken by the gods.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts? Coming from a Tolnar lover.
I don't know if I like you calling me that. I might get some nasty PMs here.
I am an elf lover, so I mean, all is fair in love and war.
It is not safe in some part of this communities for a person like me to exist. Okay.
You have to
like that.
You have to watch your back when you're crossing the Reddit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on blast.
Walk down a street with 4 houses in a town with a population of 3 people, and you get called a furry 50 times.
I mean, there's an echo in a little tiny neighborhood like that, I'd imagine, right?
Oh yeah. But
oh jeez.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they would have what you would standardly think of as a religion. I think it would be more of, because they'd probably be forced to essentially be somewhat primitive, living off the land.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think they would be more akin to maybe worshiping idols over deities.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea that they would be opposed to worshiping any of the 7 because the 7 just left them behind. Like, just screw those people. They left us behind. They didn't care about us. Why should we care about them?
That's fair.
I'm gonna worship this rock. This rock didn't leave me alone.
Oh, I just read chat.
This is my pet rock. Also, I simp for this rock.
I simp. You can't say that.
Oh, sorry. This rock is now my savior because it's kept me safe this entire calamity.
A small carnivorous animal tried to bite me one day, and this rock just miraculously flew out of my hand and protected me.
That's what it does. That's what it does. Someone's got to do it.
The rock shield hero.
Confirmed. The Force does exist in Vera.
Oh my lordy. Oh my lordy. So I guess with all that kind of stuff as a topic, as far as like coming into new areas and people leaving the world and coming back to it, it kind of brings up the idea of there existing on every server a very uniqueness to it. They're all going to be different, right? They're all going to spread out separately and do their own thing, depending on whatever that Mind Hive says to do when it comes to guilds, and whatever the adventurer decides to do when it comes to exploring peoples. So, now with that in mind, someone made a post on the forums suggesting that maybe we should combine or connect all the realms in some way, or all the servers, realms/servers they referred to them as, because they feel that it feels disjointed or segregated.
Oh, you already got it. Okay. Sorry, I was grabbing the link and I saw you already tossed it out there.
Well,
already beat it too.
I agree to a point.
Okay.
I think it would be great for the servers to have the ability to cross-mingle and go back and forth, you know? What I do not think is people from other servers being able to have an effect at any point on the economy of another server.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the things that they were, if anything, pushing for, and like Like Bahusafu said, that person said they really didn't know why they want it. They have a feeling, and they even put feeling in quotes, like it feels. Like it would make things disconnected and it might feel better, or it would avoid the feeling of disconnection if you were to combine things like the marketplace, etc., etc. But what I can say, the one thing that did sound almost like a good idea, and I only say almost because I haven't thought through all the implications of it, is arena-based PvP. Making that cross-server. That way, if you're on a server that...
love that.
In most games, it is cross-server.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That one thing would make sense.
Yeah.
I'm not very versed on PvP, so I'm like, I would love that.
More often than not, the PvP is cross-server, as long as it's normally region-based. Like all the servers on NA would be able to queue together.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not open world there. No, not open world at all. No, that'd be terrible. But like arenas, like the 3v3 and 8v8 and stuff like that. Some objective-based, small form factor PvP, like that type of thing is definitely I could see being beneficial, because if you have a server that's not very active, but you've built your home there and people have just died off for one reason or another from that server. But it'd be nice to be able to still PvP.
That does bring something to question. If you're going to let them into the world and you're not going to let them take part in open world content, most of the content in Ashes will be open world. So it's kind of like, what's the point? Might as well just let them queue and PvP crossover and just leave it at that.
That's a good point. I think world drops need to stay on the same servers and not be affected by others.
Yeah, no, correct.
Yeah, that'd be interesting with world drops and PvP, because that might be somebody's only really good weapon if they got like a really solid, like unique weapon.
Yeah, like
should that be allowed?
Would you have like, if you would just open up the whole world to just anybody in other servers, you would have big guilds coming over and fighting for legendary weapons and then just taking them back to their own server. You know, you can't have that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean strictly in like an arena setting. Do you think it would be a negative if they were to allow things like unique weapons that only drop one or two or even a handful of times on the server?
If you want to put forth the effort and the time sink to get that gear outside of PvP, I think you should be allowed to use it in PvP. I don't think you should be synced in PvP.
Yeah, that's kind of where my mind is, because, yeah, like you were saying, I don't think you should lose access to it. Could very well be your only really good weapon. You could have had absolute crap gear and gotten really lucky, and then you just never concentrated on farming any bosses that had that type of gear, or you never went and bought any other gear because you have that now. Why do you need a different sword?
Yeah. I'm in the wheelhouse thinking, if you're going to farm this epic, amazing, just legendary weapon, and it's like your prized possession, and the reason you got it is so you could thump some kids in PvP, and you can't use it in instance PvP.
I sold my boots and my belt for this hat, and now I can't use this hat. I wouldn't do
instance PvP, you know? I just wouldn't.
Yeah. Boostful, it's stated like I think 50% of the power is going to come from gear, so or roughly 50%, and that's probably assuming the average player. So if it's a super legendary world drop, like even a unique where there's only allowed one, it's probably going to be like 70% of your power from that thing. Maybe not that much, maybe like 60% or so of your power is probably coming from that, and whatever synergy you can build around any special effects it has.
Like weapons are a big thing to a character, and if you're gonna have one, you should be allowed to use it, you know?
Yeah. Agreed.
Like, I don't think, well, Steven did mention there won't be no PvP gear. So
I
don't
actually
see
really
why
like that.
I don't. I think if anything, they might sync stats. And I'm 50-50 on that. I mean, I think it would be fair, but at the same time, I don't think it would be fair to the people that worked on the gear to get higher stats. You know.
So,
But I
what do
also
you
don't
feel
think it'd
about...
be fair.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't think it'd be fair for the average player with average gear to go in there and just get one shot with somebody with a legendary weapon either.
Yeah. Well, so that brings up another question. How would you feel about, say, if arenas and whatnot scaled people and adjusted them on somewhat of a bell curve so that it brings down the super overpowered and kind of brings up the super underpowered when it comes to matching, so that it's a closer match and skill comes out as a little bit more important?
Yeah, see, something like that. Yeah, if you're going to sync people, possibly sync the lower end up towards the higher end. Yeah, that'd be the way I would do it.
That's funny. Nah, go work on your gear. Just nope. There should be scaled modes and non-scaled. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that totally.
I think ranked should be non-scaled, and then like casual matches can be scaled.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because if you're planning on doing ranked PvP, you're gonna work on your gear even harder.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, devote more time to getting your good gears. But by the same token, since there's not going to be PvP gear, someone could just be end tier raider and only step into PvP once they've gotten all of the super awesome end game crafted from all the best materials gear and gotten it kitted out because they raid every day, all day, all the stuff.
That it may not seem fair, but they put in the work and the time and the gold and whatever they had to get that stuff, you know?
Fair enough statement.
Fair. Elias could be running around in like really nice gear and maybe some bunny ears, like a little bun.
Probably.
I'm just saying, because you're not a cat boy, you're apparently a bun boy.
If my wife hadn't ouched me, you know, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Jeez.
No, are you kidding? We're about to do some NCIS and do some zoom in and enhance on that shirt.
What kind of paw prints are these?
Yeah. Exactly.
Playboy bun boy. Oh boy.
There you go. I guess that kind of circles us back to Bohus's original question. And I guess Bree, will have you answer this one first, because you might have some fairly strong opinions on this. And just as a reminder, the question was, can I ask, what are you guys' stances on ganking? What are your hopes, impressions with the current info on the corruption system, and how they plan to allow yet handle this?
That is a loaded question.
Yeah. Like, how do you feel on the corruption system just in general?
Provided that the bounty hunter system with the corruption system works out properly, I guess I'd be okay with it. But I don't really like the fact that people can just gank you regardless. I was kind of raised on World of Warcraft a little bit and I was able to choose like which server I wanted to be on, which meant that I could go to the non-open world PvP servers and still enjoy my gameplay. But I definitely understand areas being open world PvP. And for me, as long as the ganking is kept in check, I am open to trying out like exploring Ashes PvP and everything like that, because I'm willing to give people the benefit of the doubt that they're not just gonna go like bloodthirsty all the time just because they can.
Okay. Sounded like you were about to key in on that one.
Well, the game, one of the games me and the wife played for years and years and years. We actually met on the game. If you killed somebody and they didn't fight back, you went red. And you made that choice to go red. I mean, knowingly. If a white player healed a red player, they'd flag up. I think if you're going to gank people, you should be allowed to gank people, but you need to have that repercussion, so you can't do it all day long without paying the price. Because the only punishment you would get in the game we played was your gear would break faster and you had a higher chance of dropping stuff. That wasn't bound. It wasn't a great system, because if you have a group of 10, 15 people ganking just single players, they're never going to die. They're never going to break their gear because there's like 15 of them versus one. And they're never gankers don't choose fair fights. It's just the way it is.
That's why it's called ganking.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Bahusafu, that actually there's a video, I think, still, well, I mean, obviously it's still out because they haven't deleted it, I'm sure. But there was a video that Steven was recording back in alpha. They posted up on their channel where we went to kill a big old dragon. And in that, they actually showed there were actually people turning corrupt because they were healing, and it healed corrupt people, and they couldn't heal corrupt people without flagging on purpose to say like, yes, heal corrupt people. And same vice versa. If you were to just be swinging your sword at stuff, and it was an action-based skill, so you were just aiming and swinging, if you had an option turned on, you could totally hit a non-combatant. But if you if you didn't turn it on, then you could swing past non-combatants all day long and it wouldn't impact them.
Yeah.
You have to force to do it.
The game we played was the same. People would accidentally forget to put their protections back on, and then AoE and kill like 20 pets and be red for like a week.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Those poor pets.
If you, that was the way to do it. If you wanted a cool blood red name, have a couple of your guild pals come out, just summon pets over and over again, and just nuke their pets.
Get 'em. So here you go. I know Chibi here is not much of a PvP person, in case you couldn't tell. So I'll have the one final PvP based thing that I was curious about was there was a post on Reddit about bounty hunters and corrupted, and then we'll move on to other stuff that I know Chibi would actually really enjoy talking about. And that is, they had some ideas on corruption system. Things like, let me grab this link here. This link. This link. Boo-de-boo. And they basically said they had some ideas and things that could help make it interesting. Like the amount of corruption gained from an equally leveled kill should be grind off, or able to be just kind of, you can grind off that experience or that penalty within 5 to 10 minutes from a single kill. As long as they're under like a certain number of kills. But additionally, and it was like a series of things they had, like additionally the victim's loot gets marked with their name and has a higher chance to drop from the PKer if they die. The bounty hunter would get a timer for the head of the killer, about 30 minutes or so, and even if they do cleanse that corruption before the bounty hunter gets them, they still have the right to slay them and claim the bounty. Even if they, repent and clear off their corruption. Which I thought was a pretty cool twist to it.
Yeah. Again, referencing the old game I used to play. Each PK point equated to an hour. You either wait or you farm these things called mentor points, which you take a lower level into a dungeon and help them, or you get mentor points. And then you could turn these points into an NPC, which would get rid of an hour of red name. Like if they had a system like that, I could see that. Like that'd be really cool.
It might take an hour to go through the dungeon, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a waiting thing in jail, but it will. I mean, it works. It works to a degree as long as it's a long period where the character cannot be brought out of jail, because then you can't play that character at all. Then you have to go and you have to have multiple alts, and they all have to be geared the same way if you're going to go out and be the same kind of jerk and do the same kind of stuff all the time and be a, you know, mass griefer or what have you.
But people will do that. They will. They will have well-geared alts just to do that.
Oh yeah. Damn, go to bed, folks. Oh, well, see, that's why you, yeah, see, that's where it gets kind of tricky. That's why you got to try and balance how that's supposed to work. Maybe how much would it suck if you had to stay on for like 3 hours of in-game time in jail, and you had to log into the game and just watch your character in jail? How much would that suck?
They had jail in Arcade, and we just figured out how to get out of it. We just escaped. Well,
you know, it could be interesting is if you had to be just logged into the game and on a character. Oh yeah, you just AFK'd it. Yeah, I could see that. This meme is traveling. You're good. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always going to be ways to game systems, unfortunately. But I have a feeling they're going to be focusing a lot on that corruption system just to keep it fun for everybody as much as possible. Make it so the griefing can't be a thing.
I hope it works out that way. I really do. Because a lot.
There's 2 spots. Sorry. The timer. I forgot to change the timer as well. Changing the timer. It's not Cyan Firefly. It is Elias.
Oh no. Whoops.
Incognito.
There you go. There you go.
Like I really, because like casual gamers and PvEers, they make up a large part of the MMO community. They really do. And them being basically essentially pushed out and PvP'd out of a game community, I think it would be bad for the game. I really do.
Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. At least, I mean, to a degree, anyway. That close up in, absolutely. It's that beard cam. It's that beard cam.
Yeah, we went the same direction.
But yeah, I mean, at the same time, like there are a good number of people that do like games that aren't exactly casual friendly.
Yeah.
But I mean, in this day, I guess it would kind of be a how bad does Steven want to have his game the way he wants it?
Yeah.
And how much does he want it to thrive and be extra profitable? Or does he just want it to be able to keep itself afloat to make his ideal game the way he wants it?
Well, as it's been said multiple times, it is his game. He paid for it. It is fully funded.
Yeah. He's paying the biggest box cost out of anybody. Just saying.
It's not like he's beholden to anyone else's.
Yeah, that's fair. It is his game.
Yeah. I honestly, down the road, or if not at launch, I know a lot of people are against this. but I do believe there should be rather it be a realm or a server segregated. But I do believe there should be a PvE place for people where they can do what they enjoy and not be bothered.
Yeah, but I don't think Steven would ever actually go for that. Sorry, there's some jerk outside with a really loud car.
Yeah.
It's racing.
I don't think he would either, but we'll see.
Would I adore that? Absolutely. I'd be all for that. Just jump ship straight to the PvE server. That's what I'd do. But, you know, I also understand that, you know, they are centering a lot of the systems in game around PvP.
Yeah, like how would nodes work? How would nodes function? You would end up building like the main towns and then they would just stay the main towns forever.
Yeah.
Unless you get thousands of people to agree to just move out of that town and start building up in a totally different area, and everybody has to agree on where that area is, or else it's random. And then you end up with a bunch of people who are frustrated about where the town is but can't do anything about it because no PvP.
Yeah.
It would be rough, I think.
Yeah,
and if you can't attack caravans.
Yeah, I think mainly PvE players, I do believe there is a better chance of them quitting the game early on than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. But at the same time, it was stated at the beginning of this game's inception, it is a open world PvP game.
It's true. It's true. So
as PvEers at PvEers, we gotta find that middle ground, because to PvP, you gotta incorporate some PvE somewhere.
Yeah. Sorry.
I dig it. You should be. I don't know what you did, but you should be sorry.
I was saying PvEers.
Oh, PvEers?
Yeah.
Well, hey. How about something a little bit more on the explory side and less on the stabby and your friend side?
Stabbing your
cartography.
Friend
side. Yeah. Cartography.
Actually, I had a player in D&D want to do cartography for the first time. That was very interesting.
Like, actually, yeah, I don't recall anybody in any games that I've ever played wanting to do cartography either.
They got mad that they had to pay 1,000 gold for a map, and so they studied cartography and then came back and then just looked at the map and then redrew the map.
Nice. That's fantastic.
I was like, way to work yourself around that, I guess.
Jeez. And see, that's the only reason I think I've ever seen anybody do cartography, is just to potentially kind of make a small map for where you're at, or like copy something somebody else had, but never like I want to make a map and sell it to make money, so much as just I don't want to spend money.
Yeah.
And if we bump into a map, I want to know how to read it and figure out where we're at on the map.
Bahu's a foot. Bahu's a foo.
Bahu's a foo.
We were planning
just call him foo.
He's foo. Okay. We are planning on streaming D&D on Mondays in the near-ish future, aka in about a month or two. Ish.
Yeah, probably just some D&D games on here.
Yep.
Yeah, the wife and I were thinking about doing a D&D thing with a buddy of ours too.
Your name is complicated and not in a mean way, but I like it, but it's hard to say. It's a mouthful.
Bahu? Bahu.
Why does that remand me of the area in Final Fantasy? Why does that remind me of the area in Final Fantasy 14? Like the Mahi? but it's
Lahi.
yeah.
That reminds me. You're gonna get a kick out of this, Chief. Are you talking about this?
Oh man, what is this? I'm scared.
Oh, it's in chat.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a boomafoo.
The boomafoo.
So close to calling you a boomafoo. I'm so sorry.
Friendly neighborhood lemur.
Yeah, Mr. Kuntz, the map maker for your dad back in the day for all the gold box games. Okay. Dig it. Putting the little one to work. Hey, I had a kid. Gotta be useful for something. Get over here and keep my map. I dig it. But yeah, so
give him a piece of parchment and a pencil and lock him in a room. You don't come out till the map's done, boy.
Yep. Finish this thing. So yeah, but yeah, cartography. Someone had another post that they were talking about, and I think this has come up before in our conversations. I think like a year or two ago we talked about it. But being able to, as you're exploring the world and your map opens up more, like Steven said it's going to, like when you explore, there's going to be like the fog of war thing where you can't see what's there until you walk across it. And when it opens up, you can, they were suggesting anyway that you can put notes in there, like scribble on your map and put, you know, pins in places and stuff. And then when you make it back to town, you could sell copies of that to
what are you doing?
other players. Someone's taking flight.
Somebody's got to map the mountains. I'm flying over, man.
Flying over. But yeah, be able to sell the little copies of the map to players inside of town. Yeah, misnaming every town on the map. But be able to sell that. And the only way they can get it is I like it. See, I told you we were gonna get along with this person. I told you we were.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it'd be great though.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Really
would you like to be an explorer? Sell your maps?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Heck yeah. That sounds fun. Going for an adventure, guys. Let's go. Don't follow me, though. I'll probably get us lost.
The tavern will only have chickens and ale.
It's fantastic. Yeah, we'll call it the Chicken and Ale Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
I think a cartographer perk or job would be really cool. I really do.
Yeah, because even if it's something that anybody could do, just sell copies of their own little doodled map.
Yeah,
I think would be great.
Or since like they've already said that rogues will be able to see traps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
If a non-rogue makes a map of a dungeon, it doesn't depict the traps. But if a rogue makes it, it shows the traps.
Yeah, because that would play also into the idea of... And the only way that would actually really work out very well is if those traps rotated throughout, like, say, every day the traps would change position or something. Or once a week, when a raid would typically reset, the traps would change. Yep. But the other thing that they suggested is you could sell copies of the map to other players, and if you agreed, they would be able to take a copy of your map, kind of as like a stenciled drawing or like a charcoal rubbing or something.
Interesting. Yeah.
But then they would not be able to in turn sell copies of theirs.
But would there be an expiration date on that map? Would that map fade away and become unreadable after a certain amount of time in game?
Yeah, because it's a lower quality one, right? So if it's doing a pencil chart, like a sketch or a pencil chuckling over it, it's a lot lighter, not like the more
become a blank sheet after like 2 weeks, but useless after 1 week if they rotate the traps.
What if
Or say, go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Or say an arc wizard makes the map. It could burst into flames at the end of its life cycle.
This is your map. Should you choose to accept it?
Yeah.
This message will self-destruct after use.
I think it would be cool if it did fade away and it was just a piece of paper. You could reuse that piece of paper to get another map because it faded away to a blank piece of paper.
Or
you'd have to go to a store to buy paper and charcoal for every map that you needed to make, but after like 2 weeks, the charcoal would smudge or fade away and use it again.
Or after you use 4 maps, you can take the 4 fragments from those 4 maps and exchange them for a random map to a system or setup scenario treasure.
I'm just, for some reason, I just got the image of, you know, when you go to the rest stops and such, and they have the drop a penny in and rotate the crank, and you get this little stamped out thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just put a piece of paper in and you roll the crank, and a random map is printed out onto it.
That would be interesting. Because I mean, if you really thought about it, if your map, once it degrades, you get a sheet of paper. I mean, that's basically giving you a 1-for-1 rate. So if it allowed you to keep like a map, a parchment fragment per se, and you needed 4 fragments to exchange for a full piece of parchment, and then you could use that parchment to get another map.
I like it. And we got a hydrate and a stretch, by the way, and our guest must participate. It's a rule. You signed the contract.
All right. Well, I guess I got a bottle of wine here. I ain't gonna water.
It used to be water, so I mean, I guess it counts.
That's true.
A stretch rate.
Yep. So, sorry, go ahead.
I actually have a bottle of mead that I made. I made a batch of mead and sweetened it with cherry and pomegranate juice. It's quite nice.
Oh, funny enough, I just last night started a cherry mead.
Really?
Yeah, I started a 5-gallon bucket of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, get serious.
You have to make videos and stuff. I'll definitely watch that.
Heck yeah. Down the line, after I know I've got it down good. We'll see what happens there. This was my first experimentation batch. Right? I guess we're derailing. We are. But Chibi, you sounded like you were about to say something there for a moment.
I was going to, yes. Talking about the air content.
Yeah. Did you have an opinion on that one, or were you just trying to bring it up because it sounded interesting?
The second one.
Second one? Okay. So, yeah. Notice I didn't say but, I said so, So this, my bro Viejero, I'm going to guess is how it's supposed to be pronounced. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. If it's not English, I'm terrible at pronouncing it. I just make stuff up and hope it's right.
Remind me to never tilt my head back that far and take a drink of anything ever again. My VTuber model is having a seizure.
Did it just break? Nice. Yeah, I immediately thought of Guild Wars 2. To be honest, they have a map that is crazy vertical, and technically, when you hit that point, you don't have any form of flying, so you don't even need a flying mount for it. You do in the game have gliding, though, which in Ashes there will be gliding mounts, so it would be somewhat on par of level appropriate content to that. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Bahoo. Much appreciated. Enjoyed your chats.
You were saying?
Oh, that was pretty much it. It was just I see that as being something that Ashes could do. There were a few maps that used vertical space and level appropriate to when they were released. There was no flying, so.
Yeah, obviously you would think you would need some specialized equipment, like some mountain climbing picks or something like that. Some boot spikes, maybe.
I could see Steven requiring people to get like a mountain goat or a mountain lion mount or something like that.
Yeah.
Something you could jump up and is used to climbing mountains to be able to get up that high.
Mountain dragon.
Mountain bunny.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep doing this to me, aren't you?
Probably.
I think you're just a bunny hater.
No, actually, I love bunnies. Vertex the bunny hater.
Yeah, I'm the bunny hater, actually.
Hey,
Every
you know
rodent type creature.
Taste pretty good. They taste pretty good. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong there.
Shifoy, tune in next week on ours if you want, but the Ashes of Creation live stream, and they may or may not have an update for us. But other than that, that's about all of us actually know.
On the 29th.
Yep. Yeah, not suggesting that they do have something and we know something you don't. Just so much as like every week at this point, every week everyone's like, I hope they're gonna say something. I hope they're gonna say something.
Yeah.
I hope they're gonna say something.
But also, if we're gonna know it, it's gonna be because they've said it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. And you know that's gonna be a stream
announcement.
announcement.
Nobody knows it. Yeah.
They're not just gonna like drop a tweet.
The big.
Yeah. They're not gonna just drop a tweet like, "Hey guys, so Alpha's coming out."
We're talking
in like
about
a month.
blah blah blah.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be on the stream for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're super impatient too. So like, we get it. That's why we're like, yeah, we're just waiting. We have bets going right now for end of the year, like towards November.
Yeah. That's what I initially thought a few months back.
Yeah, there's a good number of people that are thinking it's going to be like fall this year, and there's a equal or maybe greater number of people who think it's going to be after the holiday break in January. When they come back, they'll possibly jump into it. But we won't know.
I'm not ready.
Maybe wouldn't that be a heck of a Christmas present though? Hey, Merry Christmas! Right. By the way, Alpha's coming out January whatever.
I would see them doing it after the break more, honestly, because it's supposed to be a long, persistent test.
Yeah.
I think they said like 6 months or something.
Yeah, something like
that. Yeah, I think you said it's going to be in a really long, persistent thing. Yeah. But he didn't say it was going to be persistent through the entire thing, though, which is where my thought process went. Like maybe they will. After they've made tests and alterations over this past however long we've been waiting since the last alpha phase, they may bring it up for a quick couple of weeks before the holiday season hits and get some good testing done with either a smaller group of like the Phoenix Initiative or even maybe a larger group of Alpha 1 key holders or Alpha 2 key holders rather. Or heck, maybe even just Alpha 1 key holders. Yeah. And kind of do like let's make sure this stuff isn't going to burn down with all the changes we've made. And then they'll make some adjustments, and then after the holiday break, come back and launch the Alpha 2 in full.
Yeah. It's hard to say, Shifoy, about how long exactly, but I know that they had it on and off for about a month with A1. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they said it's going to be persistent, and I believe I recall him saying something during one of the interviews about it just going to kind of just stay up until beta.
Yeah.
Just continue on.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that, if that was the case.
Yeah,
I always I forget things easily, though, so I always relearn things and then get excited again about stuff with Ashes. I'm like, oh, cool, I didn't know that. And you're like, you kind of did. That's
so
okay,
like probably a good 90% of the information that is going to hit the internet is probably going to come from Alpha 2.
Yeah, probably. And we're going to also be able to get a look because as you see on the screen, that's the character creator that they released for A2 in terms of last month's live stream, what they showed it off. So I'm hoping
we will probably see improvements on it. this coming stream as
and
well.
also, please, please, please let me see Pyre in the character builder, please.
Frank.
I love Pyre. So.
Oh my goodness.
They look pretty cool.
I'm not sure if you saw it, but I do have a surprise for you in case you haven't opened up the link later on. There is some art that I found involving Pyre.
Oh, look now, because I'm not impatient.
Because I'm impatient.
Like a kid in a candy store.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I love it.
Your face, that's what my face did when I saw it.
Well, now I'm curious.
How about we just show everybody?
Yeah,
I was gonna say
it's topic related.
We're getting towards the end anyway, so here, let me actually add that.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I so love it. I mean, it's all for the guy, but that's all good. I still really love it. Oh, this is amazing. I love the withered one. That's really cool for a necromancer Pyre. Oh, that would be so good.
Chief Boy, a lot of people have stuff for Alpha 2.
Sorry, it's taking me a moment. I was not prepared to do this just yet.
I'll keep them ready. But Vertec and I are actually backers from back in 2017. Vertec Kickstarter, me Summer Kickstarter, and we both backed at least for Alpha 1, so we have access to Alpha 2 and further on as well.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with the Kickstarter. They let you kind of progress, but I mean, also it was back in 2017, so.
I
when
wish
the economy hadn't died from COVID yet.
I wish I had been able to get into the Kickstarter for 500. Well, 1,000 for me and the wife for the lifetime sub.
I was super excited because I did, like I said, I did the summer Kickstarter, and I was like, I want to increase my rank. And they finally opened. I was like, done. I had it waiting and saving just for that exact moment. Like, done. Okay, gone first. Moved up.
I wouldn't have Alpha 2 if it wasn't for a very nice community member gifting it to me.
Ooh, that's super nice.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger and just do each one individually. Just because these deserve to be...
Oh, they are so good. Let's see. Did they put it on their
Ahoy
tag? They did not.
Ahoy Natio.
At Ahoy Natio Art on Instagram.
That's actually quite nice.
Definitely check them out. Definitely check them out.
I'm gonna go grab their Instagram link while we're talking, if that's okay.
Because this stuff is just bananas. Okay, so there's the original. And I'm gonna cycle in the other ones here.
They have a lot of good art, I have to say.
Yeah, got a lot of good stuff.
I'm looking at their Twitch account. Or not their Twitch account, their Instagram account. They've got a lot of good art.
And then here is an oak variant that they came up with.
An oak variant. Oh, that's cool.
For the branchlers.
Yeah.
That's neat.
I like how the ears changed.
Yeah. They got like oak leaves shaped to them.
Yeah.
And it's got like a little oak leaf on the forehead.
They said oak tree, brick for horns, bark on face like freckles, ears oak leaf shaped, acorn earrings, leaf tattoo, monarch, monarch inspired markings, and then copper metal for jewelry.
Warpwood.
And then the warp wood says twisted bark for horns, runic inspired markings, brass jewelry for earrings, ear cuffs, septum, nose plate, and choker.
That is pretty cool.
I love that's actually like branch layers on that one.
Yeah, like for serious.
Bonsai.
I like the bonsai. Bonsai shaped bark takes entire growth of horns to bind and shape silver jewelry, earrings, nose rings, and delicate chains. Sakura inspired markings.
That's cool.
Yeah. I love it that they give like notes on it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw this and your face did what my face did, which was jaw hits desk.
They need to get this guy into the studio and get him to work.
Right.
Right. And then there is Withered, which is like an undead type thing.
Yeah. So in this one they have thorn horns that have fallen off.
Oh.
Thorns grow and rot leaks from skin. Poison inspired markings and obsidian jewelry. I noticed the necklace on this one looks like thorns.
Yeah, and the lip adornments as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Good find.
A whole lot of stuff.
If it was red, it would definitely have the Hellboy vibe.
And you know what? Check this out. Even like, look at the forehead. It looks like axe marks, like somebody chopped down the tree.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. I gotta admit. It's really cool.
Yeah, really creative person and some skill. It's insanity. I wish my hands and mind could put out stuff like that. That's crazy.
My mind can, but my hands can't.
Yeah.
I think that's like every aspiring artist's problem. They just got to teach their hands to follow suit.
I know what I want, but I can't get it on the paper.
What do I do with my hands?
You feel like, wait, me or Vertec? I feel like we will be going the same class role direction. Because Vertec and I are both the co-hosts of TGF, so.
Yeah, we're going to be going in slightly opposite directions as far as roles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There was also
whoever answered you. Okay.
I think that was you.
Me. Yep. I'm planning on playing cleric class, and then I was also gonna look at what the bard had to offer.
That's what the wife was planning on doing. She's been my pocket healer for like over a decade.
Pocket healer.
In like several different games.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Pardon me. I'm getting the sleepy.
Oh
getting
no!
The sleepy.
Well, then I guess
apparently, I can't stop yawning.
Get this last bit of fan art in here so we can run away.
Oh, look at that! Once I wandered the deserts of Vera in search of useful roots for my potions, and I came across a looted caravan. Looks like they were carrying jewelry. And those weird things on the ground. Looks like a Titan sandal.
What could that be? Where are you, friend? There we are. Yeah, for some reason the everything just decided to be all weird as soon as I closed out that one. It poofed.
Oh.
There we are.
Ooh.
Ah. Little sandal caravan. This is from the same person that previously made the desktop portal.
Yeah.
Which we of course want one. Like we need to get a super awesome 3D printer and then get that 3D design so we can get that printed out and actually have a desktop portal.
Well, I'm sure there's people on Etsy you could contact that can do it for you.
That's fair.
And then they also did a daytime version of the same thing. Boop. You can see the the transported sandals and the destroyed caravan a little bit better.
It's almost like the sandal was too heavy and its wheels popped off.
Yeah.
At first I thought that maybe, you know, there was a giant that actually stepped on the thing and then left the other sandal there, and then I realized that they were kind of strapped into the caravans.
Yeah.
So it wasn't actual, like, that's what they were transporting.
Steven must have put a bounty out on his shoes again.
Fantastic.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Alright, so... Let's see. The last thing. Super fast. Let's see how quickly you can give your idea on this. From Vale Mistwarden, there was a post about Arch Wizard Rounds Table. This will be the last thought of the day there, by the way, folks. We'll be heading off and signing off and running away after this. So this is like speed round. Vale Mistwarden had the idea of being able to adjust the skill tree so that a mage, also known as an archwizard, would be able to forego the use of a wand, so basically getting rid of all auto attacks, in place of having huge burst damage potential and long cooldowns and such like that. What do you think of that type of thing?
You're the guest, so you first.
I don't know. Like, I'm not much of a caster, to be honest. So I've played melee in like every game, unless I couldn't. I am the worst possible person you could ask this question to.
So, like, some of the things that people were talking about in there, I kind of found myself really agreeing with. And for one, I thought it was a really great idea. Like, that's just a really neat, nifty idea of getting rid of your main weapon auto attack, quote unquote auto attack, and turning that into big burst windows with big cooldowns. But then somebody else made the idea known that all of the skill damage and everything is really based on your main hand weapon, or else where would the gear progression go to at that point? Gear progression would be gone because you're not using a weapon as an archmage at that point.
Yeah. I feel like it would institute a class redesign before the classes are even designed, essentially.
Yeah, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that would really work out.
Because I was going to say, almost if they had that in every class window to be able to forego using like a main weapon and just get more bursty whatever they're supposed to do, like damage or healing, but then what would that do for a tank? You get rid of your threat generating sword and your protective shield and you can tank harder?
Yeah, like you just generate enmity with your fit. No, my brain hurts thinking about that. It's definitely an interesting idea to think about. I don't think it's applicable to every class.
Yeah, quite possibly not. But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be something that could be interesting if it was geared more towards, say, literally just getting rid of your autocast ability.
Yeah.
Get rid of your autocast ability, but keep the main weapon because, you know, you're going to base all your other stuff on that.
Maybe they'll give us the option to hide our weapons in combat. And maybe the Archwizard, rather it be a staff, it could just be hid. So, I mean, same really end goal. No staff and still casting spells with your hands.
Mm-hmm. That's
Be
fair.
curious for me to try this one day as well. Yeah, hey, keep a lookout on the monthly live streams because they, in the past, have given out alpha keys leading up to the alpha itself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, you never know with this one. They've probably have a good couple hundred they're going to be giving away leading up to the release of alpha.
Yeah.
Also,
It'll be,
they're always hiring, so just saying.
They are. If you're into the IT thing or into the art thing, get a hold of them. Look through their job postings. If nothing else, send
they
them an
always have
email.
openings.
True story.
Alrighty, so
I think that was more of a command than a question or a request.
Alrighty, well,
do you have somebody you want to go read?
Yeah, I was looking at that right now. Chat, if you have anybody in mind, because we see the typical suspects of Tech Deck 22 playing some Lost Ark. There is some work playing City of Heroes. And that looks like that might be about it for people that we would typically try to raid. If anybody has a preferred streamer that you would like us to raid that is live at the moment, please let us know and we'll go ahead and raid them. But in the meantime, Elias, do you have any closing? What you got?
I mean, I could recommend, but they're not exactly from the Ashes wheelhouse.
Ooh, are they playing something, or at least somewhat in similar theme?
Oh, they're playing 14.
That could work. Hey, are they family friendly?
Yes, very wholesome.
Okay. Well, who would they be?
I can give you a link. She is a very, very wholesome and friendly VTuber, a kitty VTuber that streams 14.
Okay.
Okay.
I will send Chibs the link here.
Y'all know who's actually running the show. I'm glad.
Wow.
Well then. Well
I'm
then.
sending the link to next week.
You know who wears the computer in this stream, jeez.
Where's the computer?
She brings home the keyboards, don't she?
It's true. But
I choose.
yeah, so,
I always set up the raids though, so thank you for sending it to me.
any closing comments, things you'd like to share, things you'd like to state? Put out there for the world.
Elias?
If you would like to follow me or catch a stream, you could catch me here on Twitch at EliasMurialis or on Twitter at the same name.
Hoo-ha.
Awesome.
Well,
sounds good.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Oh,
yes, it was great.
We're gonna be having our own raid emote soon, so keep an eye out for that. But counting down as we get ready, so I'll let Vertec do the thing.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be next week. We'll have that stuff ready. But thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out with us. We love you all and appreciate all your chats and just listening to us rant about silly stuff and interacting when you can. Without you, there would be no us. You could totally be out there just reading wiki for yourself. But instead, you chill with us and we appreciate that. And the raid's going to be starting in 5 seconds. So, okay, love you, bye.
Bye.